Hello, Doctor. No, you weren't hearing things. No, you're not going mad. Not clinically, anyway. But having known you as long as I have, I can definitely tell you you've got a few screws loose. Who am I? Well, Doc, I must admit, I thought you would have clocked it by now. I mean, how many other me's could there possibly be? Nothing? Well, that is disappointing. Would you believe me if I told you I'm your conscience? Here to judge you for all the terrible things. Always the skeptic. You know, that was always something I admired about you. Your ability to hyperfixate on the facts. Somehow draw the truth out of them without being distracted by any other power. I once admired that. Called it conviction. But now I know its true name. Obsession. Fixation. Madness. I hope you don't mind, but I helped myself to the nice little decanter of whiskey that was on your receptionist's desk. A present for you, I believe. But I figured that since all of this was built upon the backs of our suffering, that it was more or less mine, you know? Do you want a drink? Suit yourself. I've got to say, you've been living in such luxury, Doc. If only people saw the blood all this was built upon. Ah, is the whiskey glass floating in the air, jogging your memory? There it is. I mean, seriously, how could you forget your best friend in the whole wide world? Don't bother with the panic button under your desk. I disconnected it 2 days ago. You see, I've had nothing but time to plan our little reunion. You know, ever since you ruined my life. You seem confused. Let me jog your memory. 14 months ago, you came to me, distraught. Your project was running out of money. It was promising, but when you applied to extend your grant, the corporates needed to see some results. They asked you to provide a human trial, something to show them that their money was going to good use. You begged and begged me to volunteer, to help you out. It's what friends do, right? They look out for each other. And so I accepted. I let you turn me into this freak. I let you ruin my life because I trusted you. Because I trusted that you would fix me. You promised you would fix me. But look at me. And I tried to carry on my life. But do you know how hard it is when no one can see you? Even in a high-vis vest, I was still deemed a security hazard at work. I was laid off. My partner left me. Apparently it's hard to love someone you can't see. Hell, I drove my own mother insane. She thought that I was dead and that she was talking to a ghost. God damn it, a ghost! And the truth is, I wish I was dead. Because this curse, this fucking curse has made my life a living hell. Do you know what it's like when nobody can see you? When everyone looks through you, they can't talk to you, you can't connect with anyone. There's nothing! No one! Alright, it's all gone. But I know the truth, Doc. I know the truth about your project. You see, when you're in the same position that I am, concepts such as security clearance become null and void. I've been doing some digging into you, Doc, into your research. And I found the project that you had me sign up for. The one apparently in need of funding, that was on the cusp of something brilliant. Project Glass. I'm going to give you a chance. How close was Project Glass to a breakthrough? How close, Doc? No. When you asked me for help, turned me into this thing. Project Glass had been terminated for 8 months. There was no funding. No corporates in need of a human trial. You did this off your own back, out of your own morbid curiosity. Admit it, Doc. Admit it. You turned me into a freak because of your obsession. You left me to rot for over a year. Because you didn't care. Your experiment was complete. And I'm not the only one. Am I, Doc? I saw your research files. There were other poor chumps just like me that you conned into experiments, turned into freaks, and then abandoned once you had all the paperwork and shiny stickers to show the investors. You can play dumb if you like, Doc, but I know about them. All of them. Like Harry Dawes, the man whose DNA you spliced with a wolf, trying to prove that human-animal hybrids were possible in the late stages of adolescence, never mind having to create an entirely new being. You told him the experiment would improve his sense of smell, his ability to run, to hear. Instead, you turned him into a half-man, half-dog freak and left him. When I found him, he was hidden out in Kenya. Poachers hunting his bones and pelt for medicine. Or Franklin Eobard Stein, the war veteran amputee suffering from phantom limb pain syndrome. You promised him a life free of pain, possibly even a new arm. Instead, you killed him, reanimated his body, and stitched a new arm on. It wasn't even the right size, damn it. Did you even care about him? Or was this all just another shiny badge to impress the investors? You told him that side effects may include slight numbness or a tingling in the arm. Instead, you made him into a monster. The human body isn't meant to be reanimated. The second you got him off that operating table, his immune system identified his own body as a threat and began attacking it. He's been slowly decomposing for the past 6 months. Yesterday, he woke up and he was blind. We had to replace his eyes from a hitchhiker. His body is made up of more parts from other people than his own now. He can't even look in the mirror without feeling sick. Sick at all the horrible things he's had to do because of the life that you forced upon him. Upon all of us. You knew what you were doing to every single one of us. You turned us all into these things. But despite how grotesque we look on the outside, on the inside you're the only monster here. All the people whose lives you've ruined and then forgotten about. Convenient for you. But not for us. I thought I would be the last person that you would ever hurt. But I was wrong. We were all wrong about you. Doctor. Which is what makes what happens next so much easier. You see, I don't just know about the other people you've experimented on. I've met them. And if you thought I hated you, then you're in for a shock. They're actually quite close by, waiting for you and I to take a little trip down memory lane to go see them. And if you thought I hated you, ooh, you are in for a surprise with them. What's the matter, Doctor? You should be happy. After all, your children have come home.